All right. Okay. So the important takeaway that we are continuing our Selenium session today. So this slide has an history of Selenium. We are not bound to learn what like how Selenium has evolved and all, but you should be knowing it, right? What kind of Selenium components? That's more important than who has developed it, what is this native, is this from US or China? We are not bothered of all these things. But yes, you should be knowing what version of Selenium has got what features. Okay. Now, quickly make a note of this in your notebook. Just this part, the the Selenium suite part, you already have this written, right? Just quickly draw this in a roughly and make a note. Let me know once you are done. This is very important, and you know, in this history of the Selenium, these features are very important. You should be knowing it. What are those? Next few days, I'm going to ask you to share the screenshots of your notes. I'll see whatever you are preparing with the dates. If I found someone not preparing the notes, then you know what is going to happen next. Okay. So you're all well experienced. I want you to write the notes with the date, every day date, and write the notes. If you're not started, start it. Okay. Especially who are from non-IT background, for them it is very, very important.
Done.
Let
Done,
me
we
know.
know.
Done. You have taken photograph or you written it?
No, no, sir.
Done.
Written in notes.
Okay. Good. Satish, you are in office right now, right? Satish?
Yes, sir. I am in office.
Who is there with you? Anyone from our team?
No
No,
one is
anyone
there.
from this training session? No one?
No, sir. No one, sir.
No one. No one. Okay. Great. Yeah. All right. Done. Others?
Yes, Vinod.
Okay. Okay. So please understand these are the basics. Okay. Now, when you say, right, when you say in the interview or when you talk to someone, right, you say, hey, I'm learning Selenium, right? Now, Selenium is not a single word. Selenium is a kind of a family, right? If you tell you're learning Selenium, it means you are learning all these four: IDE, RC, WebDriver, or Selenium Grid, or you are well versed with all these four. So please be noted that you're not learning all those four. But as an automation tester, you should know what Selenium family consists of, how Selenium has evolved from, right, from 2004 to 2025. What are the important features that they have developed? Okay. Now, the important one, now, the other classes I told, Selenium suite, people call that as Selenium suite, right? The Selenium suite consists of four major components. We call that as a components, basically. Four major components, which is Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, WebDriver, Selenium Grid. Okay. Now, Selenium IDE, which is again integrated development environment. This is one component which in the market, right? It got it picked up lot of demand, right? Soon it was, everyone was talking about Selenium IDE. And once people started using this IDE, they discovered a lot of drawbacks. Then they stopped using IDE. Soon after IDE, we'll see what is IDE, but let me give you an overview of what is these components are. Okay. Now then Selenium RC came into picture. RC is nothing but a remote control. Now, what happened is whenever let me let me check whether I have any pictures. Yes, I got it. Can you see the screen now?
Yes,
Yes,
Vinod.
Vinod.
What do you
Yes,
see?
Yes, Vinod.
Selenium
Selenium RC overview.
architecture.
Right. Now, please understand, please concentrate here. Right. Now, way back in 2013, 14, right? In those areas, Selenium RC was also very popular. Now, what is that generally requires? Now, you are going to write the script here. This is your laptop. This is your system. Okay. Please look at my mouse pointer. This is your laptop where you need to write your script with the help of Java. Because you're learning Java, you will be writing Selenium with Java here, right? You run the script here, you execute the script here. Again, what? You write the script here, right? You write the script and you execute. The moment you execute, right? First thing, your the tool or your script will go and search where is the remote control server. Now, in order to execute the script, who is running now? Ramya. Okay, in order to execute the script, right? The prerequisite was you have to install a remote control server. There is a server where Selenium, you remember yesterday we saw Selenium website. We saw Selenium website. What is the name of the website, guys?
Selenium
Selenium
dot dev.
M dot dev, dev.
Sorry, Selenium
Selenium dot dev.
DEV.
DUV. Okay, please, that should be on fingertips. Okay, please make sure. Now, Selenium website, that's called an official website. Okay, please remember you have to talk about like this. Selenium official website. If you go to download section, right, you find this servers to download. Okay, will not bother of that because that has been deprecated now. But try to understand where it is available. From the download section, you can download it. Before running any script Selenium, you should first install the server first, right? If your server is up and running, then only you can execute the script. That was a dependency. Okay. Now, if sometimes server is not working, or sometimes server is down, or sometimes your laptop is having some issue, now that script will not run because server is not working. So there was a strong dependency. In order to run your script, you have to go back to command prompt wherever you have downloaded the server, right? You have to run the script in that particular location. That was a pure dependency where people were not okay. People were not okay with that particular Selenium RC. That is where it calls a remote control. Okay. Now, what it was, right? It was like, there was lot of limitations on that particular Selenium RC also. Okay. Now, what is that? There was kind of a browser limitations. Now, Selenium was more dependent on, right, the JavaScript, right, and it was not working on the modern web applications. Every day to day, there is a lot of changes which happens. Every day, like day to day, new things are coming into market, right? So your script should manage all those new features which are coming into the web applications. Because there was a strong dependency on JavaScript, right? The speed and performance was also a big issue, right? Because why do we do automation? To make sure that we get, right, we get good performance, we can run the script fast, we can execute the script with a particular speed, correct? Not because of JavaScript, this was kind of a overhead, and which got affected to the speed and performance of the test execution. And the another important was the maintenance and the compatibility. Selenium RC requires a separate drivers for each browser. Okay, let's say if you wanted to run on the Chrome, then you need to download the Chrome drivers. And maintenance of that particular drivers was biggest challenge, right? And the another challenge was a synchronization issue. See, this is a very, very important topic, synchronization. Make a note. I think you're making a note of all these points. That's where I'm going very slow so that you can make a note. Synchronization. Now, what is a synchronization? Your script example, you open a web page, correct? Example, you open the Amazon web page. You see few photographs loading little late than others of a product, or the product details not coming up. Few are showing up on time, but few details slowly it gets loaded. Correct? That might be because of many reasons. We don't know. So your script should wait for that particular page to load all those web elements on the page. Then only it should go and execute the script. Otherwise, you are hitting a submit button, example, but the submit button is taking 10 seconds of time to load on the web page. And you're immediately clicking on the submit button. Script will fail or script will pass? That's a question.
Fail.
It will fail, right?
Fail.
It will fail because you
Yes.
are clicking on that submit button immediately, but it is taking 10 seconds time to load that particular button. So what you will do, you will check averagely within how many seconds it is coming, how many seconds the button is loading. Then you will adjust the timing inside your script with the help of time methods. There is some kind of a time methods where you can stop the script for that particular point, or you can hold the script for that particular point. So what are we doing here? You are balancing, right? You're balancing your script with the web page, right? Sometimes there are few methods which will dynamically wait for that particular element. The moment it gets enabled, it will click, irrespective of any time it comes. The moment it gets enabled, then only it will click. So there are methods, it will hold for 10 seconds mandatorily. It will only wait for 10 seconds mandatorily. There are methods, they can hold dynamically to come up that submit button to be enabled. The moment it gets enabled, it will click. That we'll see, don't worry. Now, this is what is called as synchronization. Okay. Now, what it says, Selenium RC, there's lot of synchronization problem. This is the problem because though you have put the time and wait methods, we call that as a wait methods. Though we put lot of wait methods, there was lot of synchronization issue. And to set up, right, to set up Selenium RC into the system, you need to involve, right, multiple components to complex components to download, which will occupy your system space, laptop space. You should configure properly, otherwise the script will not work. This was the important challenge, right, which Selenium RC was facing. Okay. Now, to look at the script, right, Selenium core, this is one of the component, right, that gets installed on your browser machine, which is Selenium core, before executing the script. Right. So every time, whenever you run the script, it will go to the remote control server. It will check for Selenium core. If it is not, it will install. It's all lot of mechanism which happens in the background. which will reduce your performance. That's where people stop using this Selenium RC. Right? Now let's come back to this slide. Okay, now we know that Selenium RC was having a lot of drawbacks, and we have another one. Now let's come back to the Selenium Selenium IDE. We'll talk about next one, WebDriver, in a couple of minutes. Okay, now let me share the screen and show you the practical part. Okay. Okay, where is my script? Okay, so Selenium IDE, right? Please make a note, then we can go ahead with the demo. Selenium is kind of a plugin. Okay, Selenium IDE is kind of a plugin where it is available within Chrome and Firefox. So Selenium IDE, right, become more popular because it is a kind of an IDE which will record the user interactions. Okay, that might be a checkbox, clicks, whatever operations you perform on the web page, it will record and it will play back. So Selenium IDE is a record and playback tool in a simple language. Okay, Selenium IDE is a record and playback tool, which is a plugin on the Chrome and Firefox. Okay, now why it becomes so popular in the market? It will just record the user interactions, and automatically it will generate the script. You should not be writing any script, guys. Right? All your faces are glowing. So, oh, I'm not going to write any script. It will generate. So then why someone needs an automation tester, right? So because it was generating the script, and that too, it generates, very important, it generates in different programming languages like C#, Java, Python, Ruby, and Selenium got its own language called as Selenese. Okay, now I'll just repeat. Selenium IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, which is a tool. Here, I'm specifically telling it is a tool which can be downloaded as a plugin in Chrome and Firefox. It is primarily used to record the user interactions, right? Example, a mouse operation, a text that you enter on a web page, anything can be. In the browser, I'm not talking about any desktop applications. It's only works on browser. And once it is recorded, it can play back. Once it is recorded, it can play back. And it will generate a script automatically in different programming languages, which is C#, Java, Python, Ruby, and the native language of Selenium, which is called as Selenese. Okay. Now, what all it can help? Okay, Selenium IDE, what all it can help? It will create an automation test scripts and validate at a particular speed. Okay. So while the playback is happening, if you can come if you can come across any errors, you can make a note. Yes. While I played, example, I performed some operations. It has recorded. While you performed, everything was happening properly. But when it is executing, when it is playing back the script, it is failing. You can see the interactions. You can see the failing where it is failing. Okay. Now everything is good, right? Everything looks pretty much good. Everything looked pretty much good. IDE was very popular in the market. IDE is kind of a free of cost. People can download in the plugin as a plugin, and people can go to Chrome and go to Firefox and they can download it. Okay. Now let's see how we can do this. Okay, let's see how we can do this. Okay, let me share the screen and okay. So people who don't, I mean, whenever you go to Chrome, you can just say, correct, Selenium IDE. Okay, go to Selenium IDE Chrome store. Correct. I've already downloaded it, but for you it will be showing like add to the Chrome. Okay, add to the Chrome. This is how you're going to download the Selenium IDE to your Chrome web page. It looks like this. The symbol is like this. Can you see the symbol? Selenium IDE. Okay. Where is that? Where is my downloads? Marks and list. Let's remove and let's add it one more time. It is removed. It should light.
Add to Chrome is not highlighting,
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
This extension is no
once
longer
it's
because it does not
yeah,
follow. That just they have removed it again. It was nicely working to it. So
just
let me
now I
check in
tried.
Firefox. Yeah. That's in Firefox. Now you can see here. This is the Selenium IDE. Okay, so we'll see on the Chrome part, but it should be good if you're doing it on Firefox also. Right. The moment you click on it, right, you see this one. Now let me do it again. Can you see the symbol?
No,
Can you
Vinod.
see this? Can't see.
Which sim? Which
Okay, let
symbol?
me. Yeah, sorry. Let me share this. I don't know. Can you see here?
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
Vinod.
SE. Okay,
Yes.
click on that. Once you install it, is only 2 to 3 steps. Just it will add to your browser. Click on it. Okay. Now see here, it says welcome to Selenium IDE. Now what would you like to do? Now what you're trying to, let's first, in order to run the script, there should be a project, right? Let's create one project. Now I'm just saying sample test project. Once you create a project, it will ask your what is
You
the
only
test
see
name?
that Firefox browser only.
Your screen is stucking.
I just see Firefox browser,
I don't know.
and
Yeah.
that
Let me
is
no. Let me share again.
okay. Now it's it's a project sample
Okay,
test.
let me
Project.
close it. I'll open it again for you. Okay, for everyone's benefit.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I clicked on this part. Now it is asking you to create. There are a couple of options. Okay, please read it. First is record a new test in the new project, open an existing project, create a new project, close the Selenium IDE. Okay. Now let's create a, generally what happens in the real time, obviously there will be a project created. Now I'm creating a sample project, right? I'm just creating a project, click on OK. Okay. Now this is how it looks like. The tool, whatever you're seeing it. Okay. Now you can see a record button here. Everyone start
Yes.
recording, right? Let me reduce the size. We'll put it here. Okay. Now, because you have opened the IDE for this browser, right? Whatever interaction that you do on this browser, it will record the script in this area. Okay. Now see here. This is the area where you see the script. This is where you see the recording happening. And on the browser also it will display whether the recording is happening or not. Okay. Let's see on sample one. Okay. Right now, the moment I click on start recording, okay, now it is asking what URL you want to record. Okay, now I'll just example, I'll go to Amazon page. Okay, now I want to test this application. I'll put right, I'll put the URL where it should concentrate, where the IDE tool should be looking at it, right? The moment it click on start recording, now see observe. Now it has launched it, right? See here, Selenium, it is recorded. You see this word? It's coming. Selenium ID is recording.
Yes, Vinod.
Now I go here, I'll search for shoes and click on hit enter. Okay. Can you see here it is recording? I've entered shoes
Yes, yes.
and I clicked on this. It is little slow. So it started recording on all items. So let me go down. Let me see it is this is what the all the drawbacks is. See, it is not working properly. See, I'm trying to click this one, right? Now it is neither it is not recording, it is not doing anything. Okay, so let's stop this one and let's say test name is I'll put as a sample test case. Okay, now see it has stopped the recording. Recording is happening. Right now, see the moment if I go here, right? Cancel. Okay, now sorry. This is talking. Okay, sample test case. Why it is not showing the download option? In Chrome it was coming. I don't know. This doesn't have a download option here. So let me close it. Let's see. Can someone try to download in Chrome and see it is coming or it is coming? It's only happening in my browser.
Not highlighting that one, Vinod.
Still, it's not highlighting. So
Yes.
this was the drawback where a lot of drawbacks happening. Create project. So people, I thought of showing you some different things, but let's take another website. Okay, website. Okay, this one. Put it here. Start recording. See, this pointer itself is not working. That it is recording or not recording, we don't know. See, it is not even recording. It is not working. See, this is all the problem of this record and playback. It is not even working properly. So once we record it, so I will see the here, this one, it will come export. See here. Now you can export the script in this many languages. So I want to show you sample. It is not working. It was there. They have removed it. They have removed it. The plugin. Let's try to download once again. Let's go to the official website and download. We'll see whether we have anything. Yeah, latest version of download. Let's see. It is coming back to this only. And they have removed it, that this extension is no longer available. It does not follow the best practices. Okay, I think they have removed it. Unsupported extensions. Okay, so this is no option for us on Chrome. So only option what you got is on Firefox. Where is Firefox? It's taking too much of time. Firefox is updated. Okay. Sample one. URL. Let's do it Google once. Start recording. Start recording. Let's click on this. Let's see how it is working. Okay, it is selected. We'll scroll down. Click on this. It is recording. Click on documentation. Recording. Okay, now we performed a few operations. Okay, and we'll stop the script. Okay. Google test case. Google test case. Okay. Now everyone can say see, right? Now there is a test case. Now I have performed few operations on it. I'll come back here and I'll click on export. Now what do you see? I can export in various languages. I can export on various languages. Now we are interested because we are learning Java. This is what you need to take. Dot in Java. Click on export. No problem. Complete command open. What is this? See, this is another issue. It is not downloading it. Okay, let's say open include. This is not equal to require at all. Export. Google test case has a problem. Incomplete command open. Missing expected argument. So all side effects where people have stopped using it. Now you can see here. Now we'll run this test. Okay. Now when you run this, right, automatically it should open a page. Right now it is Firefox can't find the extension. Try again. Okay. See, you should actually open the Firefox window, and it should click on. There's a click operation. There is a mouse operation here. Correct. So this is my office laptop. Maybe it is not supporting in my office laptop. So I want you to try this. Okay. So let's leave this page and first install the Selenium IDE. Make a note. First install the Selenium IDE. How we are going to install? Just go to their website, official website. Right. This we saw the official website. Where is the official website? Selenium.
.dev.
Download section. Come down and there is a Selenium IDE option. Okay, you can download. Chrome is not working anyway. Download previous version. Let's try for previous version with the supporting. Download Firefox and get the extension. You need Firefox to use extension. We already have this download file. Just downloading XPI format. Okay. Back. So download this part, Firefox, or you can try it in Edge also. Let's try once in Edge. Okay, we'll open incompatible with your browser. Let's open in Edge. Selenium download. I'll go back to this download section. Selenium Edge. Okay, get and extension. Okay, see here it is downloading. Yeah, it is added. Hope you're looking at it right, guys. Everyone?
Yes,
Okay, right. Once you download, this is where it should be. Okay, click on it. It will open the same thing what we have done. Every browser is the same thing. First, create a project. Where is a project? Create a project. Okay. Sample one. Now it will ask the if you run it, it will ask what URL you should be launching. Okay. Now, always first is record. Okay. It will ask what is that you want to trying to do. Let's do the Google for now. I'll tell you what to do. Assignment for this like today. I'll tell you the steps. You can make a note. First, listen. Try to see how we are going to download and record it. So to start recording, it will launch. See here, it is there is no script added here. Okay. Now I'll try to search Selenium. Now see it is adding. Can you see here? It is adding. Right. See here, it is added the text. Okay. I'll scroll down. I'll open the Selenium web page. See the sixth operation. It is now this LMID is got stuck again. This is the problem with the tool. Say page is not responding right. Yeah. These are all the drawbacks where people have stopped using the Selenium IDE. But for practice purpose, just want to show you what is the Selenium IDE and see it got stuck. Okay, we'll exit the page. Okay, this page is having a problem. Refresh. Again, we clicked on Selenium. Okay, Still it is in recording mode. Click on documentation. Okay, so now we have recorded few mouse operations. We'll stop the script and we'll say Google test case on OK. We'll try to export to Java. See, now it is downloading. I've downloaded it. I've downloaded the script. You saw it, right? I'm opening it. Now just always just once. See, it has downloaded the script. This is how your script looks like. See here. Now we have renamed the test, right, as a Google test. First, what did we do? We launched the Google web page. Then no, somehow I moved that uh, scroll bar down. Then I clicked one operation. See here, there is one more click. There is one more click. There is one more click. I've entered Selenium word in Google. Correct. Then it has created. See, this is a web element. It has created. It has created. This is all the Selenium script. Right now, this is very useful, right? You no need of knowing everything. You just go to Selenium IDE. You can start recording the script and you can export. I can export it to any language. See, I can go here. I can export it to C#. I can export it to Ruby, Python. Right. All you need to just click and save it. I go here. I can click on save. I can open this Python page. Now this is going to be in Python, right? Okay. So to work on Selenium IDE, right, you need not to be knowing complete scripting. Everything it is generating only. Everything it is generating. But what was the drawback? Now everything is it is generating. You can download it to a different languages. You can download it to different you can perform any of most operations. Correct. But what was the drawback? Okay. What was the drawback? Now we'll try to understand what is the drawback. Okay. Then I'll give you few assignments on different pages. You can try it out with your laptop and download it to your local and see how the scripting looks like. Okay. Now, please understand. Okay. Please understand. Let me take one. You know, right? I'm good in painting, so I just wanted to paint today. Okay. Now, right. People can see the paint, right? Paint window.
No, Vinod.
You can't see paint window.
No, Vinod.
But then what is there? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. You 1 minute, okay? Just want to go to my HR. Then where is stuck on? See, we got an appreciation from client today. Even I got the appreciation. So you can see my delivery head has responded that, Vinod for driving this well. And this was the comment from the customer. Right. Okay, so then generally this is how we get it. Hold on, I'll work with these guys and come back with more details. All right, yeah, let's come back. Okay, right. Okay, now we understand, right? There is a right. So now we know there is a Selenium IDE, which is a record and playback. We know it is very simple. You need just go to Google Chrome and download, or Firefox, download the Selenium IDE to your machine. It need not require any kind of installations. Just go download the plugin, and it was working fine in Google. Try to if you have a lower versions of Google, maybe the current version is not supporting. Try to download the lower version of Chrome and try to install Firefox. It might work. Try this out. Okay. Anyway, with Firefox it is working fine. Now you can make a use of it. Now, please understand carefully this scenario. Uh, right now I have a Excel sheet. Okay, I have Excel sheet. Now in that Excel sheet, I have a lot of username and passwords, large set of data, large data sets. Okay, large data sets. What is the data set? It is, let's say now we are testing username and password. Okay, clear, right? No confusion here. Okay, everyone. All cameras, I don't know why it is off. Okay, so now I have a username and password, large set of data that needs to be tested on this particular page. Correct? Now you are writing an automation script. Now you are using a Selenium IDE for this. Now ideally what you do? Ideally what you do? You will record and playback, correct? Yes or no? You will record and playback.
Yes, yes.
Right? What you do? You open Firefox. You open Firefox and there is a Selenium IDE plug here. You will click and record one scenario. Right? Now one scenario is recorded. It will launch the browser. You will enter the username. You will enter the password. You'll click on submit button. It will go to the next page, or whether it is valid or invalid, whatever is the action. Correct? That is how you do your recording. Correct? Recording for first one. This is for first username. Correct? Now I have 10,000 username and passwords. 10,000 of data. Now I have 10,000 of data. Okay. Rajalakshmi, you joined late or you were there from beginning?
I think 5 minutes late.
Acha. Okay. All right. You did not miss anything, right?
Don't know.
Okay.
In starting which screen, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Now answer this question. Okay.
Okay, Vinay.
So first username and password. If we record this, it will store in your system. Recording 1, and you will export that report. Correct? You export that test case into Java. Okay. Now to test this 10,000 username and password, how many times you have to record?
10,000 times. That is very
Simple
bad.
mathematics, right? It's a simple mathematics. Now let's say there are 1 lakh records on my table. If I wanted to test all that 1 lakh records, whether that 1 lakh records are properly working on that web page, I have to record 1 lakh times using Selenium IDE, right? 3 to 4 or 5 to 10, right? 5 to 10, 3 to 4, 5 to 10, it is okay. We can record. Okay, 100 if you have patience. You know, that I got a lot of patience. I record 100. Okay, agreed. But how many scripts it will generate?
Lot of.
100 scripts, correct?
Yes.
Yes or no? You have to download 100 scripts into your local.
Yes.
Yes, Vinod. Yes. Yes, Vinod.
Right?
Vinod.
What if there is a large set of data that needs to be automated? That many times you have to record the scenario, download the script to your local machine. Do you think it is a good idea?
No.
No,
No.
Do you think it's a good idea?
no.
No, right?
No.
No.
That's not a good idea. That is where it got failed in the market. That is where people stopped using Selenium IDE. I can write only one script from the scratch and pass that 1 lakh data into my one script, which will run. My script will run only one, but it will pick up one by one. Right? Now let me give you that scenario. Okay. Now, right now, you understand this IDE scenario, right? You understand this IDE scenario. Now this scenario is failure case. But what if I do like this? What if I do like this? I have only one script written here. Okay. One script written from the scratch. I have an Excel sheet here. Okay. If I run this script, if I click on run button, web page will open. The moment web page open, my script will go to the Excel sheet. It will open in the backend. It will not show you on the screen. It will open in the backend. It will pick up one username. It will write on the web page. It will pick up password. It will write on the web page. Then once it has entered username and password, click on submit button. Then again, it will come back to the login page. The same script will go and pick up username, password, login, submit button. It will come back to the Excel sheet again. Like this, it will go to 1 lakh or 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs. But here, how many times you're writing the script?
Only one
How many
time.
times are you writing the script? You're writing the script only for one time.
One
Correct?
time.
Oh, yeah, one time.
But how
one
many
time.
times it is circulating? How many times the loop is executing? Depends on the number of
Depends on-
data in your Excel sheet. Now, the
Yes.
moment you run the script, first it will open the Excel sheet and it will see. You have to write in such a way. It will open the Excel sheet. It will check the number of rows in your Excel sheet. Example. Now the number of rows are 10,000. Now 10,000 will be your condition. Correct? 10,000 will be your for loop condition. I equal to 0. I equal to 0 colon I less than 10,000.
10,000.
10,000 I plus
Plus
plus.
plus.
Correct. This is how you write inside your scripting. Your script will be inside this particular bracket. Because it is 10,000, it will run 10,000 times. But where this 10,000 is coming from? From the Excel sheet. Let's say if it is only 1,000, here 1,000 will come automatically. You will pass that value 1,000 here. Now your script will execute only 1,000 times. Now, how many times you can download the script? There is no download concept because you are preparing from the scratch. You understand the concept? What difference now between IDE and the script we are writing from the scratch? Correct? You understand? Or I understand there might be some confusion. I don't mind repeating one more time. Please tell me. Again, I'll define two examples one more time.
Yes, Vinod.
Who got confused? Nobody got confused? Seriously. And even from people not showing their faces, hiding their faces. Satish, Sandeep.
You write that script for in bracket I is equal to
Don't
I
forget,
understand.
don't think about that. That's
Okay.
for understanding. I told there will be a for loop, which is a Java language. That is where programming language comes into picture. Okay, don't think about that, but understand the concept.
Yes.
Why we were using Selenium IDE, but why it got prepared, like it was more popular in the market, then why it got failed in the market, right? Because of that failure, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? You have to understand it. Because Selenium IDE will not support for, right, will not support for large kind of data. It will not support, it is not a data-driven testing. You cannot input, you cannot pass the data to the script. Anywhere can you pass the data? No. It will only record the script, it will only play back. Whatever is recorded, it will only play back. That is the failure of the Selenium IDE. Okay. Now, if I come back to this slide, if I come back to this slide, can you see the slide? Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Yes,
Everyone?
Yes.
Srinath.
Yes.
We saw Selenium IDE, right, at a high level. We downloaded it to Chrome, sorry, in Firefox. We have recorded. We saw how it is recording. We saw how to download it. We saw which programming language it supports, right? Now, it was a failure completely. Why? Because it was not a data-driven tool. You cannot pass data at runtime. You cannot pass the data, or it will not run, test cases will not run based on your data. It only runs whatever is recorded, because that is a failure. That is where Selenium RC, Selenium RC was little popular, because we were doing scripting, but there was a strong dependency on Selenium RC. Then people again got frustrated. That is where WebDriver came into picture. WebDriver is something, it will help you to write the script from the scratch to closing of the script. We can write from the zero to closing of the browser. So you're not learning Selenium IDE, you're not learning Selenium RC, but what are you learning? You're learning Selenium WebDriver.
WebDriver.
You got the point? If
Yes.
someone is asking you, if any HR is asking you, if any client discussions, knowingly, unknowingly, hey, can you write Selenium script? You should, yes, I am able to, I can write, but it is a Selenium WebDriver. I learned Selenium WebDriver. I can write Selenium WebDriver script from the scratch. WebDriver alone, we'll discuss in detail what is WebDriver, class and all, but at a high level, you should know what is a WebDriver. WebDriver gives us a flexibility. WebDriver gives us an opportunity. WebDriver gives a lot of options where you can write a script from zero. Right from the invoking of the browser to closing of the browser, WebDriver gives you all the methods. WebDriver here is the interface which is acting between you and the browser. The WebDriver is a waiter. We discussed about the API testing, right? The WebDriver is an interface which is actually acting between a user who is writing the script, right? It will come to us. It will talk to us. You will tell, hey, I want the browser to open. Then interface will provide. Interface will go and open Chrome browser, whatever you are, right? So, like the word in the mediator, WebDriver is an interface which gives a lot of methods, lot of methods inside the WebDriver, where people can use that methods to automate a web page. The name itself says web driver. It is not a screwdriver, it is a web driver. Please make sure. So web a driver. It provides a drivers, right? It provides some kind of a mechanism where an automation tester can use that interface in your in your scripting, and you can talk to the browser. Talk to the browser means hi, bye, no, hi, bye, or no, hello, how are you? So you can interact with the browser with your operations. So whatever operations you perform, mouse operations, checkbox operation, text text box you enter, you select a, a, a value from the drop down, right? You click on submit button. Every operation that you do, right, you will pass your script to the WebDriver. WebDriver will do the rest of the things. Okay. Now, what are we learning now? You're learning Selenium WebDriver. Okay. Now, Selenium WebDriver, we came up with a combination of Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver. They removed that remote control server in the between. In Selenium RC, there is a remote control server, right? Which is actually a dependency. Now, in Selenium WebDriver, there is no dependency of installing any Selenium web server. Nothing. No server is required to or download, and that is up. That should be up and running. Then only you can run the script. There is no concept in Selenium WebDriver. All you need to do is just write the script, just run the script. Okay, you can just write the script and run the script. You should not be downloading any server separately to execute your script. That dependency has been removed, right? So the Selenium RC and WebDriver combinedly from the version 2 onwards, they have this concept called Selenium WebDriver. So this course is only a scope of learning Selenium WebDriver here. Selenium ID is deprecated. Nobody is using it. But yes, to understand more about Selenium WebDriver, you should first practice what is Selenium IDE. Right? You should get familiar with what Selenium IDE is doing, how operations are recording. Look at the operations, guys. Don't just play around with the Selenium IDE. Look at the operations, how it is writing for the text. Now, if it is, we have downloaded, right, where it is. Okay, now these are all very, very important here. Now, you can see the script, right? You can see the script, everyone.
Yes, Vinod.
Yes, we know.
Yes, Vinod.
Right,
Yes, we know.
now, see here, click. How it is writing click. Find element. How it is finding the element? By ID. What is the ID? This is the ID. What operation it is performing? Click method.
Click.
What is a CSS selector? It is finding the element by some CSS selector, cascading style
Style
sheet.
sheet.
With the help of this selector, it is identifying this particular element and it is performing click operation. Again, the moment I use the mouse operation, it has created action class, right? It is saying move to element and it is performing it. Try to understand the script. Don't just record and leave it. Okay. This scripting is anyway not used in this is the Python actually. Let's open the where's that one? Where did we save it? Okay, here it is. Right. Sorry, we were looking at the Python one. Yeah, this will be the same thing. This only thing. See here, this is the same thing that we have just discussed. Now see what all packages it has imported. These are all the packages it has imported. That we'll see. Do not worry. But this scripting, right? It is very vague actually. This is not the way generally it happens in real time. It is a system generated, which is not even. It is. If you run also, it will fail. 100% it will fail. So that's the effect of the script is very, very low. Okay, I want you to experience that. I want you to experience that. Okay, I want you to experience that how it will be. Okay, now what is the assignment you are going to do? Okay, First thing, make a note. I'll just tell you guys so that you can start doing it. Now you have the, let me stop sharing it. You have the, I mean, you have your own laptops, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, See, install the Selenium IDE in Firefox, and do one thing. You create a test case for Gmail login page. Create a test case for Gmail login page. Okay, Gmail login page, yes. And perform 5 different scenarios. Record 5 different scenarios. Now, first you log in, then you click on inbox page. You select one email and reply. Right, like that. You perform at 5 different scenarios. 5. Why it is not opening? Okay, so what you do is you will first open the Selenium IDE once you install, and you will create a project. Inside that project, you create 5 different test cases. Now rename the test case properly. Login inbox test case. Login sent mail test case. Right, like that. You create 5 different test cases in Selenium IDE. Download. Right, once it is done, download to Java. Download to Java and paste on your desktop. On your desktop. Okay. So tomorrow I'll validate. I might ask anyone to share the screen, and I'll see how those 5 scripts are downloaded, and you should be giving me a walkthrough of what has been done, how we have recorded that session. Any of the test case. Okay. Hope it is clear. It's only a practice I want to do. I want you to do it. It is very important to understand and try to look at the script that you got downloaded. Try to understand. May not be understanding in the first go. It is confusing. That's fine. Confusion is always good. If you understand in the first instance, there is no point. First, you should be confused. That is expected. Go through it. What each by line and run the script. Once you record the scenario, right? Once you record the scenario, try to run the script. Okay. Now, Chrome. Okay. Let's see. It is. I showed you how to open existing project. Did I show you how to run the script?
Yes, Vinod.
Let me share the screen. I don't know, people might. See, I've opened the script here. Sorry, ID here. I'm creating. Let's create one more project. Sample 2. Maybe it is 1 or 2, but I just wanted to show you. Start recording. It has started recording. IPL tickets. It is recording. See here. Click. Allow location. See here, Selenium IDE is slowing down Firefox. To speed up the browser, stop that extension. Okay. This is what the all issues are. Okay. Now, let's see. It is running this one. Just we open IPL tickets for us, right? Stop recording. It is very, very slow. So many topics on this. Yeah, it is downloading. First, it should stop first thing. Okay, let's stop it from here. Yeah, it has. Okay, it has stopped now. Let's run the test case. Okay. See here, I tried. It has opened the browser. Now we'll come back to this. See, the test is successful. See, ABC is successful. But we did what we did. We opened this token, right? We have opened this one, and I think from there it got freezed. But it has opened it. Now see here, what it has done. It has first opened it. See, it will display here in detail. Okay, first if you click on this, now what happens is click on open, then window size. I clicked on OK. This is how the operation performs. I have entered the value, right? IPL tickets, right? See, this is the value. See here. Okay, just this is a button to run. It is running. Okay. This is how you have to record and play back. So try it in your browsers. Just play around with the tool and try to capture few scenarios from the gmail.com. All right. Any doubts here? How to do a download and how to run all this?
No, Vinod.
No, Vinod.
Vinod.
Okay. I want all 5 recordings for different scenarios. Try to do try to lower the version. Okay, now let's say Google version is what is the version now? In 33 or something. Try to go to Google and see if its current version is 33 or something. What is the current version? Help about Google, right? It is 133 version now. Okay, try to stop the version upgrading and download the or go download the lower version of Chrome. Try to do it. Just try to play around. Try to download the lower version of Chrome and try to install Selenium IDE and try to record the scenarios from gmail.com. And it is not only gmail.com, right? If you wanted to do it anything, that's up to you, right? It is everything is free of cost, so you can do a trial and run. Go to Amazon or Google, Gmail or any 5 scenarios if you want to do. I'm fine, but make it some meaningful scenarios. Okay, don't blindly do something, but let's make a meaningful test case name, meaningful scenarios, and try to because it's a office laptop might be some kind of a restrictions, so you can try with your local machine. It should work fine. Okay, so tomorrow once it is done practicing, then we'll move on to the actual part, right? This Selenium ID is creating a lot of nonsense in my laptop. It is most pointer is not showing different things are happening in it. Okay, all right. So yeah, this is all it is. So let me stop the recording. Okay, so hope